Seems nearly impossible to make a case for England to stop Ireland winning the Grand Slam in Dublin tomorrow. Steve Bortwick's team, on the back of a record defeat against France at Twickenham, have just simply got too many holes to fill. They've too much room for improvement. Ireland, on the other hand, on the back of four wins in succession, it would have been four bonus point wins were it not for a drop ball at the end against Scotland, have just so many attacking weapons, so many good players playing well, and even with a couple of injuries, have just far too much for this English team, who are being called soft by some of their former players in their own media. They're in crisis. Ireland are in clover. It's St. Patrick's weekend. Back them to win the Grand Slam. I'm going for a 33-10 win and a great St. Patrick's weekend for Ireland.
I'm going for a comfortable Ireland win, maybe 31 points to 18. England coming to Dublin is a wounded creature, but there's a gap between the two teams and it's only growing.
Looks perfectly set for an ambush, but even so seems a huge ask for a struggling England team relying on brawn and experience rather than running with Ireland's combination of pace, width and ambition. Ireland have the players, the skill set, the belief and the stage to give Johnny Sexton the ideal Six Nations send-off. Also ideal territory for an old-style ambush, yeah, but surely Ireland won't succumb. Scoreline, Ireland 30, England 21.
It's hard to believe it's 20 years since Ireland and England contested a Grand Slam game in Lansdowne Road, and I suppose equally hard to believe the degree to which the tables have turned since then. I fully expect England to lurry into Ireland from the get-go. This is going to be difficult for Jacko Piper to ref. England will be angry with themselves and hurt at the way they performed a week ago. I don't think there's any anger or hurt in the Ireland camp, but there is a lot of calm and there's a lot of self-assurance and there's a lot of confidence, and that should be good enough to give them a maybe 7 or 8 point win.
There's a fine line between arrogance and confidence, but all logic suggests that Ireland should get the better of England at the Aviva Stadium tomorrow. Andy Farrell's men have worked way too hard to let this golden opportunity slip from their grasp. It promised to be a special occasion on Lansdowne Road. I'm going for Ireland 32, England 20.
So I'm a bit worried about the general lack of worry going into this game, but at the same time, I can't see anything other than an Ireland win tomorrow. There will be a kick from England after their performance in that defeat to France, obviously last weekend, but not enough to outrun, outmaneuver, outthink an Ireland team that just seem destined to win the Grand Slam at this stage. So I'm expecting a very special performance from them in Johnny Sexton's last Six Nations game. So I'm going to go with Ireland 31, England 20.
All throughout this campaign, I've predicted handsome wins for Ireland, and I don't see any reason to change that attitude heading into this clash with probably the poorest England team to land on these shores since 2007 in Croke Park, and there may be a repeat of that spectacular victory that day. Ireland are a settled team. Despite changes in personnel, their approach remains the same. Mentally and physically and technically, they are vastly superior across every line of the field, while England are a struggling team in transition who may be stronger at a World Cup in 2027, but not at a World Cup in 2023. This Ireland team is for the now and for the present, and on Saturday, history will be theirs. I think Ireland will win by 42 points to 14.